Hello, welcome to Automotive Mayfair. So today's a bit different. We're doing a thing called shed talk. It's just me standing around in the shed talking a bunch of shit, but hey, what? Hope you enjoy it. So let's get. Shed talk. Alright, so first off, parts of a ride for the Black Violet. So this is an entire seal kit, as you can see here. It's got everything from the exhaust gaskets, injector seals, absolutely everything we need to go from the bottom of the block, from the piston rings all the way back up. So this is going to take a few days to obviously do. We will be filming that. That will probably be our big video for the year. And obviously because it's going to be a bit hard to film, we're going to film and do things, edit, all that sort of thing. So it will definitely take a little bit to get going, and once that goes up, everyone will know about it. I want to do a bit of a review about, excuse me, let me just grab a drink. A little bit of a review about the AMT that I've changed, the settings on my MGHS. So when I put it on there, I saw a little bit of a change, and I thought, it's done better. It's got more power. I'm happy. I like power, so I was happy about that. So that was all good. What I did do this week though is I worked different shift work and things. So at night time, I was able to do a little bit of a test. So what I did, I made up certain rules for the test. Was I have to drive to work in that, because it's all uphill to work, it's all downhill to home. So I drive in that mode up to work, drive in that mode home, and I drive it in manual mode, shifting the gears and all that sort of thing. So if I'm driving 50 k's an hour, I put it into 5th gear, and so I can save economy and get a bit better fuel. I've always got a bit better fuel than most people with their 2 litres because I drive it in manual. So yeah, so I did that in eco, I did that in normal, and I did it in sport, and I'll put the pictures at the end of the video so you can see the results. What I found is that between eco and normal, there's not a lot of difference. So you can drive it in normal mode, still get okay economy. The thing I did find is that the throttle response is far better in normal than it is in eco. It's really delayed, and if you want to pull out, you're not really going to save that extra bit. That saving a bit of extra fuel is not going to help, because you've got to put the foot in so much harder to take off when you need to, because everyone knows traffic's never dead. It's always busy all the time now. So there's lots of people around, everyone's working and whatever. So normal modes for me is probably the way to go. I did do sport mode. I didn't do super sport or the custom, because I figured custom's only, I've got that set up in normal mode anyway, the normal throttle response. Super sport's just sport. It's just like a gimmick really, the way I see it. So didn't bother with that. Sport mode, it was more, but it was less than factory. So it was less than 9 litres. It was 8 point something or other, and you'll see that in the picture at the end. So it was less than factory, but it was more than eco and normal. So you could drive it in sport mode if you wanted to all the time, and you'd still be, providing you got a decent amount of money, you can pay for the fuel. It's not a worry, it's not going to hurt it. So I always use super sport mode for overtaking, and I usually sit in normal or in eco mode, depending on where I'm driving and what I'm doing. So that was very interesting little test to do. Every day I was coming home and it was like 4 degrees, 5 degrees in the morning, so the turbo was getting really nice cool air, and that's where I was seeing the really good economy coming through. Turbos love cool air, and the way going to wasn't as great. I was getting anywhere from 9.2 to 10 and like an 8.8 and a 9.2, and then a 10 point something in sport mode. So that's all uphill though, you're using more throttle. So to be, expected. So recently we bought new tyres for the HS, and what we did is what happened actually was we went down to get a whole new set. I'm not going to name who they are, but this company said that I've ordered the wrong ones after we were sitting around for an hour and a half, so they must have tried to put them on and then realised, oh hang on, these aren't the right ones for load rating. Tried to blame myself for it. That's fine, whatever. And then they said they did a lot of ringing around and things, which was, you know, good. They tried to help us out and get the tyres that we needed. It was going to be another month, and I said, well look, I've got this day off, so I rarely get time off as it is to even film for you guys. So I do it for my own passion, my own fun. I like filming these things. I like talking about cars and bikes and all that sort of thing. So, but getting back to the tyres, I've pulled around the corner because I wasn't going to wait a month, and I needed at least 2 new tyres on the back. So I rang around for what seemed like an hour. My lad, he said to me that, why don't you ring up Bob, Jane and Elizabeth, you know? And I said, but you know, whatever, I rang them before and they didn't have anything they wanted. Just ring them. So I rang them. They said that they had 2 Goodyear Fishing Grip Performance tyres. Exactly what I'm looking for, a bit more of a performance tyre than just the standard run-of-the-mill SUV tyre. I've got some dirt roads out here, but I rarely use them. Maybe 5-10% of the year max that I go on dirt. Most of the time it's bitumen, so that's how it is. There isn't, you know, an easier way to get. There is a dirt road that does lead to my house, but I can take the other way, which I do most of the time anyway, so that's the way I go. Brilliant tyres. Quiet. I couldn't believe how quiet they were. I've had Continental Contis and I've had Pirellis, and these are the most quietest tyres I've ever had. Any car, anywhere. They grip amazing through corners, straights, in the wet. You don't even know it's raining, but the fact that your window wipers are on, that's it. They got just such technology in these tyres. It's unbelievable, and they're cheaper than the Michelins and the top of the range tyres. So I'll definitely be getting another set of these. The Performance 2s are now out, so I'll definitely be getting those when these ones eventually run out. Online they 50 to 75,000 kilometres out of them, so that's, you know, I'm doing 20,000 a year. Do the maths, that's, you know, 2 or 3 years before I need another set. So yeah, that's brings us to the end of this video. One other thing is that we do have a video coming up. We're going to be getting some goodies for the HS coming after tax time. I've been working really hard, putting a lot of money into tax so I can get it all back rather than just saving it. This way I can't touch it. Not that I'm bad with money, it's just I put money into tax every year just so I can do Christmas in July with the family, myself and all that sort of thing. So I can leak that we are looking at a nudge bar and an exhaust system for it. So hopefully go 3-inch exhaust, nothing stainless steel or like that, just a nice mild exhaust. We don't want nothing that pops and bangs and carries on. We just want a nice note from out of it, so it doesn't drone at 100 kilometers an hour. Just nice, you know. So yeah, those are the videos. They'll be coming up soon this year. Obviously, all the seals on Black Violet. Once again, this will be our big video for the year, so this is going to take a few days of filming, editing, all that sort of thing, and that one will hopefully be the last video for the year, and that'll be our big one, so we will get to that. In closing, just like to thank everybody for tuning in to my videos. You can hit us up on Instagram, we're on there, and we're on Facebook as Automotive Mayfair, so join them, get involved, chat, all that sort of thing. Tell us what you're doing, show us your project vehicles, cars, bikes, trucks, whatever you got, boats, you know. I love everything with motors in it. Whether you've got a high performance racing lawnmower, put it up, show me, you know, tell me all about it. So let's get into that. Until next time, ride and drive safe.